Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel Supernova. And friends, from today I'm going to start a new series of current affairs that will be going to be helpful for the upcoming banking exams, SSC exams, and all other related exams. And I guarantee you that the current affairs that will be presented in the slides given here will be beneficial for all the kind of objective exams that you are going to give in the near future. So do trust it, do trust the content that is being presented here, and please do carry your studies. So friends, the program will be continued regularly from today, and for the break in between in the whole month of October, but was because of the reasons that are related to some of my college work, and that's why I remained inactive the entire October month. And so from today we are going to start a brand new series of current affairs that will target all the SSC exams, railway exams, banking exams, all defense exams like AFCAT, CDS, and all other related exams in which MCQ type questions are being asked in general knowledge section. So for all those kind of exams, this current affairs session is going to be the must watch session that you should follow. So please friends, do follow us regularly. So let's start the current affairs today with a very positive success quote. Your positive action combined with positive thinking results in success. It means that if your actions are positive and if your thinking is also going on positive, then that will definitely result in success one day. So let's start with the economy and corporate news. Commerce Ministry has released the latest Logistics Ease Across Different States 2021 report, and Gujarat retains top slot on Logistics Performance Index. So from the exam point of view, the question may ask that which state tops on the LEADS report, that is Logistics Ease Across Different States report. So it is Gujarat. Government launches first ever mentorship program for young innovators called DBT Star College Mentorship Program that is being supported by the Department of Biotechnology. So you should all remember the name of this program, that is DBT Star College Mentorship Program. Government is going to buy 10 million doses of Zydus Cadilla's ZyCoV-D COVID-19 vaccine at Rs 265 per dose and needle-free applicator PharmaJet at just Rs 93 per dose. India's transition to net zero economy can create over 50 million jobs, and it is being said by World Economic Forum. Next news is about world. Wang Yaping of China becomes first Chinese woman astronaut to walk in space. So this question is very much important from the exam point of view. That is Wang Yaping of China. She has become the first Chinese woman to walk in space. So you should all remember the name of her, that is Wang Yaping. Related to the sports news, Mercedes driver Max Verstappen wins Formula 1 Mexico City Grand Prix. So the question may ask that who won the Formula 1 Mexico City Grand Prix? So it is Mercedes driver Max Verstappen. Sankalp Gupta becomes India's 71st chess grandmaster. So who has become the 71st chess grandmaster of India? He is Sankalp Gupta. Now next news related to our country, that is Karnataka cabinet decides to rechristen Mumbai Karnataka region comprising 7 districts as Kittur Karnataka. Maharashtra, PM Modi lays foundation stone of road projects in Temple Town, Pandharpur. Department of Justice launches Tele-Law on Wheels campaign as a part of its week-long Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations 8th to 14th November 2021. So the question may come in some banking exams like which department has launched the Tele-Law on Wheels. So it is Department of Justice. 17 scientists from across India awarded Swarna Jayanti Fellowships. Now there are some current affairs that you should go deeply into them and read about them. So let's start with them. So the first one is that the Bangla edition of book on Naval Commando Operation during Liberation War of 1971 is being launched in Dhaka. The Bangla version of the book Operation Axe about the Naval Commando Operation jointly launched by the Indian Navy and the Mukti Bahini of Bangladesh was launched in Dhaka. The book is written by Captain MNR Samant and Sandeep Unnithan. Bangladesh Minister of Liberation War Affairs AKM Muzammil Haq was the chief guest on the occasion. The book has been compiled from personal notes of Captain MNR Samant and first-hand accounts of Indian naval personnel and Mukti Jodhas who participated in the operations. It was co-written by noted author and journalist Sandeep Unnithan in a readable, excitingly paced language. Asim Chawla's book, this is the second one news, and it's again about the book and authors category. Asim Chawla's book Finding a Straight Line Between Twists and Turns unveiled. India's leading tax lawyer and well-known international tax and policy expert Asim Chawla, he has announced the release of his new book titled as Finding a Straight Line Between Twists and Turns, an imperfect yet honest reflections on the Indian tax landscape. So the question may ask in exam that this particular book that is titled as Finding a Straight Line Between Twists and Turns and imperfect yet honest reflections on the Indian tax landscape is written by whom and is authored by whom. So he is Asim Chawla. Next news is very important from the banking exams point of view. Bandhan Bank names Zubeen Garg as its brand ambassador in Assam. So who has become the brand ambassador of Bandhan Bank in Assam? So he is Zubeen Garg. Assamese and Bollywood singer Zubeen Garg as the brand ambassador for the bank in Assam. This association is a landmark one for Bandhan Bank, as this is the first time ever that the bank has associated with a brand ambassador since its inception 6 years back. Next news is that it is about an international gymnastics president. Morinari Watanabe re-elected as international gymnastics president. So who has been re-elected as the president of international gymnastics? So he is Morinari Watanabe. Morinari Watanabe was re-elected to a new 3-year term as president of the International Gymnastics Federation after seeing off a challenger. Watanabe, he is from Japan, won the vote 81-47 against Farid Gaibov of Azerbaijan at a conference in Turkey, the federation said. Watanabe has a background in business and was first elected FIG president in 2016 for a 4-year term. That was extended by 1 year when the coronavirus pandemic caused the Tokyo Olympics to be postponed. Next news is very important from every exam's point of view. Srinagar joins UNESCO Creative Cities Network 2021 under Crafts Folk Arts category. So Srinagar has joined the UNESCO's Creative Cities Network 2021 under Crafts Folk Arts category. UNESCO has included Srinagar city of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir in its coveted list of Creative Cities Network UCCN. The announcement was made by UNESCO Director General Audrey Azoulay through a press release describing the list of 49 cities selected in recognition of their commitment to placing the culture and creativity at the heart of their development and to sharing knowledge and good practices. The UNESCO Creative Cities Network UCCN is a project of UNESCO launched in 2004 to promote cooperation among cities which recognized creativity as a major factor in their urban development. As of 2017, there are 180 cities from 72 countries in the network. So the very much important thing is that which city has been recently included in this. So it is Srinagar, and when the UCCN has been launched, so it was launched in 2004 by UNESCO. Next news is from the indexes category, that is Global Drug Index shows how most countries fail drug policy test, India ranks 18. It is a first of its kind global drug policy index 2021 that ranks 30 countries drawn from across regions on how human and health driven their drug laws and policies are, gives India a score of 46 out of 100, with Norway at the top with 74 and Brazil at the bottom is scoring 26. So in terms of ranking, India is at 18. So the most important thing that you must learn here is that the ranking of India, that is 18 on this global drug index, and the topmost country as well. So the country which topped the list is Norway with a score of 74 and Brazil at the lowest with a score of 26. Army signs Memorandum of Understanding with University of Kashmir for providing distance education courses to soldiers. So it's a very good initiative that in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, Army signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the University of Kashmir, enabling the soldiers posted in Jammu and Kashmir to seek admission in various courses. According to PRO Defence Srinagar, Colonel Imran Musavi, the Memorandum of Understanding has been signed between Srinagar-based Chinar Corps of Army and Directorate of Distance Education, University of Kashmir. He said that it is a decision taken to establish a long-term relationship for the provision of distance education courses to soldiers presently serving in Kashmir. Next news is about Punjab Cabinet, that is the Punjab Cabinet note for tissue culture based seed potato rules. So it's important from the point of view of science and tech. The Punjab Cabinet approved the Punjab Tissue Culture Based Seed Potato Rules 2021 to develop Punjab as a standard potato seed center. The center would further help in achieving the target of agriculture diversification of the state government by increasing the potato acreage with the production of 4 LMT of potato from 1 lakh hectare, the cabinet said. With this decision, Punjab has become the first state in the country to have the facility of tissue culture. So this line is very much important because the question may ask in exam that which state has become the first state in the country to have the facility of tissue culture. So it is Punjab based certification, which would further lead to developing the Jalandhar Kapurthala belt as the export hub of potato. Next news is that PhonePe, Liberty General Insurance partner to offer motor insurance. Liberty General Insurance Limited has partnered with PhonePe to offer motor insurance digitally. So this is going to be important for your banking exams. Next is also important. From the point of view of banking exams, ESAF joined hands with NABARD for local economic development in Kerala. ESAF, Small Finance Bank, has launched state-level local sustainable economic development training program in Kerala in collaboration with NABARD. So basically what it is saying that ESAF, Small Finance Bank, has launched a state-level local sustainable economic development training program. Where it has launched this program in Kerala in collaboration with NABARD. Next news is from the category of sports, that is Rashid Khan becomes the youngest bowler to take 400 T20 wickets. So who has become the youngest bowler to take 400 T20 wickets? So he is Rashid Khan. Afghanistan leg spinner Rashid Khan has become the youngest bowler to take 400 T20 wickets during his team's crucial Super 12 encounter against New Zealand in Dubai. Next news is also from the category of sports, that is Novak Djokovic beats Daniil Medvedev to win record 37th Masters title, 6th Paris Masters win. The day after ensuring he finishes number 1 for a record 7th year, Novak Djokovic beat number 2 Daniil Medvedev 4-3, 6-3, 6-3 in the Paris Masters final for a record 37th Masters title. Now, Shramik Mitra scheme is being launched in Delhi. The government of Delhi has launched the Shramik Mitra scheme. It aims at ensuring that all construction workers in Delhi are informed and are able to avail benefits of government schemes. As per the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Manish Sisodia, the scheme will help in spreading awareness of the benefits of several government schemes among workers through Shramik Mitras. NASA announces mission to study storms climate change. NASA has selected a new Earth science mission So it's very much going to be important for the UPSC mains exam as well for the science and tech portion. NASA has selected a new Earth science mission. It will study the behavior of tropical storms and thunderstorms, including their effect on the weather and climate change. The mission will be a collection of 3 small sats flying in tight coordination and will be called Investigation of Convective Updrafts. It is expected to be launched in 2027 as part of NASA's Earth Venture program. So friends, here we reached to the end of our session. I hope that the content that was presented in the session was really useful for you and it will really help you in your exams. Trust me friends, the content that is being presented here, I have collected it from different sources and only that content that is relevant from the point of view of various subjects, whether it is polity, economics, history, geography, whatever the category of subjects you are studying for your general knowledge portion. So everything is covered here from the current affairs point of view. So please do friends, as I have started this program once again, so please do support me. Do share with your friends the link of my channel as much as it is possible for you. And do not forget to like the video if you think that the content that was presented was really useful. And do suggest your opinions if you think that adding some more functionality to these lectures may help you more. So your views are welcome in the comment section. And do not forget to subscribe. Please like the video and thank you for watching once again. Thank you.